Well, good morning, everybody, and hello, wherever you're watching from around the world. Welcome to a very special day. Welcome to a new IndyCar season, but today marks a really special, a very exciting moment in IndyCar history, and particularly for several entities involved in what today is all about. And I guess, in many ways, today we get to say and formalize Arrow McLaren SP. Sounds good, and it rolls off the tongue pretty easily. We're going to hear from some very special guests. We've got team members, key stakeholders and personnel we're going to talk to. We're going to meet two very excited young drivers. Speaking of two, we have two very special guests as well. If you want to call them super fans, Dave Sutton is here. Dave's going to help out unveil the 5-car. And today on February 7, Car 7, Asher Farris is here. And Asher is 7 today. A round of applause for our two super fans. In just a few days' time, we, the IndyCar family, my NBC Sports colleagues, everybody at IndyCar will be at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. We're going to see these two cars roll out on track. Really exciting times. And speaking of exciting, we have two drivers, the youngest driver lineup in the NTT IndyCar series that will take to the track this year. They've got some really interesting stories to tell in their respective young careers. But if you would join me in welcoming Oliver Askew and Pato O'Ward. It's going to be an amazing year. Congratulations. Congratulations. Looks good.
Yeah?
It looks really good. Excited?
Oh yeah, you like it.
Looks really good. Do you like it?
I love it. I love it. Wait until you see the cars.
So, really interesting journey for both of you, as I was mentioning, and over the past few years, you've both won 2 championships each, a couple of open wheel championships, a sports car championship, and then the 2 Indy Lights champions, 2018, 2019, so it's been a terrific road to Indy. It's been a terrific road to Arrow McLaren SP. Last year was pretty interesting for you. Started out in IndyCar and it kind of tic-tac-toed all over the world.
Yeah, last year was, I like to call it like an emotional roller coaster because I didn't really know what was going to happen at the start of the year. Then I ended up doing some IndyCar races. Then I got shipped off to Japan, and experiences that you don't get to experience, many times. So it was very enjoyable. I learned a lot. It was very challenging, but I'm just really looking forward to this opportunity. Very thankful, and I want to get driving this Aero Electronics, McLaren SP car.
In your first 2 IndyCar races, you had 2 top 10s, so that's a pretty good springboard to leap on. Oliver, this time last year, you were getting ready for Indy Lights. This time, you're getting ready to be an IndyCar driver. How does that sound?
Yeah, first of all, I think we have the best looking cars in the grid, so I'm really looking forward to everyone seeing them, and a massive thanks to the whole team and all the hard work that they put in the off season. It's it's Pato and I on the surface, but there's so much going on behind the scenes to make this happen. So big thanks to all our sponsors and everybody who came out here today to support us. And yeah, it's been a whirlwind couple of years. This is, not many people know, but this will be my 4th full season in car racing. So it's been a steep learning curve, but I have a lot of great people around me to make sure we're successful. So can't wait to partner with Arrow McLaren SP this year and put on a show.
Do me a favor, just turn around, just have a look. Just have a look around. Does this seem real?
No, it doesn't. And if you were to tell me I would be in this position 4 years ago, I wouldn't believe you. So it's been an awesome.
Pato, you know that there aren't too many black holes. You know what IndyCar is about from the races you've done so far. But what does it mean to partner with Arrow and McLaren and the Schmidt-Peterson, the history of Schmidt-Peterson, now Arrow McLaren SP? What does this mean to you as you leap to that next phase?
I think it's just... it's very hard-working groups coming together to form something even bigger. I've seen all the work that's gone into these cars, into the preparation, and not just the cars, but us as drivers. We're trying to be as ready as possible to start off the season, and I couldn't be more excited to be a part of just such a big partnership, such a big organization. And just grow together. Sky's the limit, and we're definitely going to be pushing for the best. If you're pushing for anything less, then you're in the wrong business.
So you two are very active on your social media. You've been kind of hinting at what today is all about. We're streaming, by the way, on the team's website, on the IndyCar app, on Facebook and on YouTube. This is the moment. Are you folks ready, by the way? Are you ready to see the cars? Okay, you go to your car. David Sutton will come on down. Oliver, you join Asher. And this is the moment we've all been waiting for, the unveil of the two Indy cars for Arrow McLaren SP. Here we go. One of the team principals, Sam Schmidt, this has been a 20-year process. What's today all about?
Actually, it's been a lot longer than that, you know. I started racing when I was 5 years old in the desert, and my dream was always to compete at the Indy 500, and I was very blessed to do that. But even led the race, but got thrown a curveball and decided to get into team ownership. Didn't really know what the hell I was getting into, but to see this evolve this day, first the relationship with Arrow and what they've done for my life and my family and the foundation, everything is just, you know, immeasurable. But to be able to combine that with such an iconic brand as a McLaren, a lot of history there and a lot of technical capabilities. And so we're here to win. And these two guys remind me a lot of the old sort of Dario and Dixon coupling. And we hope to have this group together for many years to come. So I just couldn't be more excited. It's fantastic. I want to thank all these team members that have been working their tail off all winter, and just can't wait to get to the racetrack next week.
You have, in addition to IndyCar, you have such an esteemed history in the road to Indy, and you've always embraced and nurtured and then helped young drivers with their individual pursuits in their careers. There seems to be a theme that runs across McLaren at the moment, both on the Formula One and now on the IndyCar side, and that is reset, refresh, reinvigorate, re-energize. We saw it on the Formula One side last year with McLaren's best constructor result in many, many years with their two young drivers. Now here on the IndyCar side, does that invigorate you? Does that excite you?
Totally. I mean, you can see the parallels to what they've done this year and hopefully even better next year, and the advances they're making forward there. And we obviously have a lot of similar partners on these cars, and I think I have a lot of respect for them. You know, after what happened last year, to come back and get in this thing full time and really show the world what they're capable of, you know, together with us. So the two young guys, like you said, young guns. It's definitely support for the Mazda Road to Indy. We're putting our money where our mouth is with that one, but we're excited. I think these guys are very, very, very talented, and they've got a great support team here to make the most of it. So we're expecting to win.
Good. We look forward to it. Now, one gentleman who doesn't like the limelight, but Rick Peterson, you are in the limelight right now. Look, there's light shining on you everywhere. You've been passionate about motorsport for so long. That passion brought you together with Sam to form what was Schmidt Peterson Motorsports. We now have to get used to saying Arrow McLaren SP. Tell us about the growth of the organization and the team.
Well, it started 8 years and 1 month ago. Sam and I became partners. You know, so I was very fortunate to find a guy that was willing to sell me half of a money-losing team. And anyway, we've developed into what I'm very proud of, our race team today. And very excited about the year coming up with our two so-called young guns. It'll be very exciting. We all know that, but we're also very confident in their abilities. They know how to win.
Most exciting race season you've ever started?
Well, probably my first year was probably the most exciting, just because I never ever thought I would be there. But yeah, since then, this is probably the most exciting year for sure.
Taylor, from a team management perspective, your trajectory within IndyCar is very much reflective of this organisation. What kind of shape is this new, refreshed organisation in?
I think we're in great shape. We're poised to do something very special. The DI is certainly on the prize. We want to win. We want to win now, but it's a long-term journey that we've got with all of our great partners. Everybody's been very supportive. The team's worked very hard, and sky's the limit, like Pato said.
Yep. Billy, do you want to talk? You want to be shy? You want to say something? You've got the platform. I mean, what people don't see from the outside, so we're broadcasting and we do our best to shine the light on as many people, but there's so many unsung heroes back in the garage, working the long hours, doing that. Is there a sense of energy within the team that you command from your guys and peers that you're going to push into this season and bring perhaps results that this organisation has never seen?
Yeah, everybody's pretty pumped about it. I think we've got one of the best crews with the best partners, sponsors, owners. We've got all the tools necessary to go win races and championships and fight for them, and I think everybody's really excited about it and pushing really hard to keep everything going the right direction.
Cars look pretty good too, don't they?
Yeah, they're not too bad, huh?
Well, we wish you the best. Gil de Ferran knows what it's like to win Indy 500 and an IndyCar championship, and you come over as the sporting director from McLaren. You're going to be on both sides of the pond, which is nothing new for you. You've been doing that all your life. What are you going to tell? You remember what it was like being a young driver, coming in, getting a big opportunity before you had those accolades. What are you going to do to help guide these two young men to success?
Well, Lee, I think before I answer that question, I just wanted to take this opportunity, I think, to thank everyone. The guys in our team on both sides of the Atlantic. Like you said, there's people in the UK and everyone here in Indianapolis for all the work they do. This is I think it's an emotional time for everyone. It's our official start, and I know how many hours people have been putting into this. So thank you, everyone, and to thank, I guess, also all of our sponsors and our fans. And because without you guys here, and thank you for being here today, we wouldn't be able to do what we love. So thank you, bottom of my heart. So with regards to your question now, so listen, there'll be good days. Hopefully there'll be some great days. There'll be some difficult days as well, I'm sure. I think the important thing is focus on your work, focus on the process, keep your head down, keep going, and I think if you keep working hard, you go through the ups and downs of any racing or any life pursuit, in fact, and eventually come through at the end.
Can I say this, because people will be thinking it in one part? Your words in Gasoline Alley in the garage area at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway last year ring loud, and that was, we learned a very valuable lesson here. This was tough to swallow, but we will be back. McLaren will be back. So to partner with Sam and Rick and Arrow Electronics, this is quite a way to come back.
Oh, absolutely, and I guess that's why I said I'm emotional. This is this, I guess, the official start of a journey that really goes back several months now, and it's a very emotional time. I really looking forward to the journey ahead, and working with these guys is a real honor and a pleasure, I think, for all of us.
Well, if there's somebody who knows how to make an impact, make a splash as a rookie in the NTT IndyCar Series, it is Robert Wickens. That was just a couple of years ago at St. Petersburg, Florida. You'll see it on NBC Sports, March 15. Great memories of St. Pete. Now you have an official role. You continue your official role with the team, mentoring these two young guys, advising these young guys. What's 2020 look like?
I think it's going to be pretty exciting. It's we really need to hit the ground running for sure, but I think testing is going to be the first thing where we can actually work as a team. So far it's been one car running at each time, and Pato's done one day, Oliver's done one day, and I think the strength in our team is going to be our two guys working hand in hand and pushing each other's level back and forth, and it's going to be a competitive atmosphere. It's going to be a strong atmosphere, and I think everyone's just kind of ready to get started. We see the cars now, and now they get to go in the trucks and head down to Dakota, and everyone's excited.
Do they listen to you?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, so far I think so, but I think once it takes action, we'll have to find out.
Super, super exciting times. I've missed somebody. Mike Long. Where's Mike? Arrow Electronics. Round of applause for Arrow Electronics and Mike Long. you've been an amazing partner with Sam and Rick and for the team. There was the program and the philosophy and the drive of 5 years out. Where are we at now with the 5 years out program?
Well, the 5 years out started with Sam, as you know, getting him in a car and getting him to drive, and then our ability to take technology and make people's lives better is what we strive for. And then Sam thought we could do that by being a part of IndyCar, and it has worked out. And the best part about it is the new 5 years is getting Robbie back in an Indy car and using the technology to be able to do that. So, you know, we're really pleased to be here. We've got some great rookie drivers, and I'll use that term, I guess, for 1 year, and then it's over. And you know, they have the best coach in the world. I think they got the best team in the world, and they have a lot of people behind them. So we should have a great year. Partnering, it's not new to partner with these guys, but then you throw McLaren into the mix. What does that mean to you? Well, you know, it's interesting because Aero Electronics has been used to partnering with many people. We have over 200,000 customers, and it's our world to bring people together for the betterment. And when you think about it, two brands that were able to get together and come up with a logo that showed the partnership between Aero McLaren and SP, that's really unheard of today. Everybody wants the limelight for themselves. So this is truly a partnership. It's truly one team with one goal, and let's go win. And yeah, round of applause, for sure. Want to acknowledge as well, Juan Gonzalez from Mission Foods is here. There are a lot of people who have been very successful in their respective lives, but they come together in this partnership, quite unique partnership really, for one common goal, and that is success, and that is to win in the 2020 NTT IndyCar Series. The cars look amazing. You've heard from the key stakeholders and partners, and there is one very strong theme running through that. That is success. That is to win. And we'll get to see the cars on track in Austin next week. It is super exciting. For all of you here in the room, for you watching on the live stream, thanks so much for being part of really this historic moment in IndyCar history. Arrow, McLaren, SP, it's official. Let's go, 2020.